What's going on, everybody? My name is Aiden and welcome back to another video. Ladies and gentlemen, today we had a game against the Brooklyn Nets. Two teams buying in for a play-in tournament spot, and in the end the Chicago Bulls walked away with a victory, going on to prove that, at least in my opinion, since we are now 6 games away from the Brooklyn Nets, that we are going to be stuck in a play-in tournament spot. So for Bulls fans that want us to tank around the world, it looks like you're going to have to wait another year, maybe even if we decide to tank next year. I don't know. But the Bulls fans that want to see us in a playing tournament, this is just another step for security. And I think this is the best that it will get. We'll probably be the 10th seed when it's all said and done. Either way, still very happy with the performance. And ultimately, I am still excited to kind of figure out where the Chicago Bulls will fit in terms of the playing tournament. Because just because we're 10th in that playing tournament doesn't necessarily mean that we're the 10th best team. Obviously, with big changes that we made, you know, Miami falling all the way to 9th, we're only 1 game behind them. Maybe there's a chance we climb. I really don't know. But it's going to be an interesting ride, to say the least. So without further ado, let's talk about the Bulls and the Nets in this video. But before we get any further, if you enjoyed the video and you want to see more from me, drop a like, drop a follow, and or subscribe if you are new, and let me know in the comments below your thoughts about the Bulls, their game today against the Nets, your player of the game, as we win this one 116 to 110. Now, this was a game with no Josh Giddey. This was a game with no Lonzo Ball in it as well. So I wasn't necessarily expecting the Bulls to come out here and destroy the Brooklyn Nets, offensively or defensively. Heck, I would even go out to say I didn't expect the Bulls to win the game. But we did. We won the game. And you know what? Rightfully deserved win as well. I'll tell you how we won the game. First and foremost, it was a truly magnificent fourth quarter performance for the Chicago Bulls. 34 points to 18, and for the beginning of that fourth quarter, we went on a 15-3 run or something like that. Truly unbelievable for the Chicago Bulls, because outside of that, it was kind of back and forth for a while there. I mean, Brooklyn won the second quarter pretty well, won the third quarter as well. The Bulls won the first quarter, but that's how we sealed the deal, with a pretty good run in the fourth. And then we managed the game out well, and we did what we needed to do. I think another key thing into how we won this game was free throws. I don't normally talk about free throws and the Chicago Bulls in the same sentence, because we don't get many free throws, in all honesty, at least from my opinion and from where I'm sitting. But taking a look at some of the free throws that we hit, 23 of 26, which is 88%. So we had 10 more free throw makes than the Brooklyn Nets, and they only made 13, which at a 72% rate. So we had better efficiency, and we made 10 more than them. So I think, with more attempts as well, I think that's the key to the victory. And, you know, efficiency-wise, we made the same amount of threes. We only really shot 1% higher in terms of field goal percentage. So, yeah, I think that was the difference. Just the free throws really helped us. Assist-wise, one of the worst we've had all season. 24 assists. That's not terrible, but of course, when you've got guys like Josh Giddey in the team, today he wasn't there, the playmaking becomes a kind of a non-factor in the game for the Bulls. And that's how I at least viewed it in this one. It wasn't the worst thing I've ever seen, but we've definitely seen better. And I'll tell you a negative for this one as well. I didn't like the offensive rebounds we gave up to the Brooklyn Nets. I mean, how many times did you see a putback in this game? I mean, we only gave up 2 more offensive rebounds, but I felt like the offensive rebounds we gave up were just really bad ones, in the sense of, you know, it was putbacks, it was, you know, really, really poor boxing out efforts and stuff of that nature. And again, I guess with Josh Giddey not being there, you do miss a little bit of that rebounding as well, because he's getting you like 12 rebounds a game these days. I didn't like our rebounding efforts. We obviously saw Nikola Vucevic back in the starting lineup, and I mean, 7 points, 3 rebounds, 3 assists. Zach Collins had 9 points and 9 rebounds. I'm not saying Zach Collins is a better player than Nikola Vucevic, but I honestly think he fits the needs of the team a little bit more than what Vucevic does at the moment. I'm happy with either of them, to be honest, but yeah, maybe it was a bit too soon to rush Vucevic back into that starting lineup. That's just how I'm thinking at this point in time. Nonetheless, great team result for the Chicago Bulls. This game does mean a lot. It does. I mean, again, we could climb to the 9th seed. Miami right now are not doing the greatest. In fact, we've already beaten Miami this season as well. So, look, that could be our matchup. We could be versing Miami. We don't do well against Miami in the playing tournaments, but, you know, if we could find a way to get tonight to get that home court advantage, that could be all the difference in the world. So it's important, these games that we're playing at the moment. Beating the Pacers is important. Beating the Nets is important. When we go and face the Rockets, if we could beat them, those games mean something for the Bulls, and they are important. So it's a great team effort. You got to give respect to some individual performances as well, like Kobe White in this game, scoring the ball at a high level, 31 points, 4 assists, 7 rebounds. Really enjoyed what he's able to do. Kevin Huerter with a near double-double, 18 points and 9 rebounds. Trey Jones, really loving what he's been doing lately, man. Absolutely solid. 18 points, 6 assists, and 6 rebounds. We're not missing Io that much because of what Trey Jones brings to the table. And I can only imagine what Io will do when he comes back. It just, again, adds more layers and depth to a team that I think does need it. But Patrick Williams had 10 points. Nice. Zach Collins with a 9 and 9. Julian Phillips with a career high in points and assists. 16 points and 5 assists. And speaking of putbacks, he had a very good one in his own right. He caught lobs today as well. Played really, really well. So I can't complain. Really happy with this performance. My player of the game goes to Kobe White. I would like to see a little bit more ball movement and player movement and stuff of that nature. I feel like that was a little bit missing, especially at the start of the game when we kind of went down a little bit and the Nets came out to a hot start. It was like 5 assists to 0 to begin the game. So I'd like to see those type of things improve. But once you see Josh Giddey, Lonzo Ball, and a bunch of other guys kind of return to the lineup and get the full squad in there again, at least as much as it can be, I think those things will start to get flushed out a little bit. What do you guys think? Thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Stay safe, stay healthy, and stay tuned for more. Take care, and peace.